Okay. Very good morning, guys. Well, so last day we just been implemented about the Facebook and the Google authentication in the code. Yeah, I was explaining about this and we lost our connection yesterday. So what is it? Actually, shown you three different scenarios here. Voice. Yeah, what are the three different scenarios? The first case. The first scenario is existing means I just went with a Google account, but this email ID is already registered in my records. The email ID is already registered in my records. So what it has done, it has entered a new record into what is it? A new table. What is that? Users table. Huh? So two tables I shown you. Logins table. Yeah. By default, we have the record entry in the users table, but now it went into login. It went into the login. A record was entered into the logins table. Already we have the users. So simple. If it is in users, it will enter into login. Second scenario. What is the second scenario? The record is not present in the users table. The record is not present in the users table. What happens, guys? First, it will add record to users And afterwards, it will add a record to logins. So what is important here? First, you need to add the recording to users. Afterwards, it will go to logins. Okay, so that is what. Third scenario, testing, we lost the power yesterday. What is the third scenario? Already the user is existing in the users table and also logins table. So the user present in users table and login table, there is no point. There is no point of doing anything directly to perform a login. So just watch. First table. ASP net users. There is a main table. Second table, ASP net logins. ASP net user logins. So first the data comes into this, afterwards the data comes into this. The same way, see, we'll try one more time. Now we'll try Facebook login. Now we'll try a Facebook login, guys. Still, let's have a breakpoint here.
Recording in progress.
Yeah, observe. I'm going to customers. I'll go to add new customers. Now it opened the login form. Now I'll go to Facebook. When I go to Facebook, see there, it came to Facebook now and asking me for the credentials. Yeah, this is my Facebook login. When I click on that, guys, you came back here. You came back here. And now, do we have a return URL? Yes, we are going to have a return URL now. Yesterday, we don't have a return URL, remember? Null value. But now you have a return URL. Means once the login is completed, it has to take you to customers, add customers. Now, it is going to create a login class object. Next, what it will do? Sign in manager, get external login info async. What's it going to verify? It's going to verify. It is just going to verify. Sorry, it is going to get the info from the Facebook now. It is going to get the info from the Facebook. If it could not get the data, it will show you a message, but it is able to get the data. When it is able to get the data, okay, see if it could not get the data, it will show you this. It is able to get the data. Now it is telling sign in manager, external login, sign in async. The what happens? Why is it? Mohammed, stop the video. Ready, add live Facebook, YouTube, live switch, enable annotations. Where is the video option? Security. Unmute. Start video. Okay. So now what is it doing? It is checking now whether this user is present in this table. Which table, guys? Logins table. First, it is checking whether the user is in the logins table. Provider is Facebook now, not Google. The provider is Facebook. So not the Google. So available or not available? See the data. Louder. Not available. Why? Yesterday we tried Google's, but today it is Facebook. See, for my Google and Facebook, my email ID is same. That's not your business. But now I log into Facebook. With Facebook, an entry is not available here. Yes or not? An entry is not available here. So now the sign-in operation should fail now. It is checking in this table and the account is not available. So sign-in operation failed. So now what is it doing? It is checking with the email ID. From Facebook, it is getting the email. My email ID is same. For both of them, my email ID is same. Okay, fine. Now it is checking now. What is it checking? It is checking in the users table. What is it checking? Whether there is a user with this email ID? Yes or no? There is user with this email ID. Because there is a user with this particular email ID, because there is a user with this email ID, yeah, existing C. User is there. What is the name? M. Bangar Raju. So it was there. Because it was present, what is it going to do now? You know, it won't execute this code. Directly comes here, add the information to login table. Which table? Login table. So watch. Now the record is added into the login table. Observe everyone. Initially, we have only 2 records now. Second table. Sorry. 3 records. And all of you notice the user ID is same only. Means I can log into this application in 3 ways now. I can use NIT account and login. I can use my Facebook account and login. I can use my Google account and login. All actions, all are registered now. I can use any of my login. But end of the day, if I log in Facebook also, the behavior will be same. Google also, the behavior will be same. As well as I log in by using the NIT account also, behavior will be same. Why? The user ID linked with all the 3 is 1 only. Okay. And next, what are you doing? It is signing into the application now. You are signed into the application and performing a redirection. Where it takes you? Add customer. Add customer. Okay. Why? Because the user is already existing. If the user is not existing, first record will be entered into this table and next it will enter into this table. If existing in this table, now it will only this table. So it is present in both the 2 tables. It is present in both the 2 tables. Direct login only. Watch. Settings. Guys, notice. Now, I'll go to customers. I'll go to add new customer and I'll go to Facebook. I'll go to Facebook. Okay. Filling my details. Now tell me this entry is present in both the 2 tables or not? Because it is present in both the 2 tables, again, you can see the debug code now. I did not enter the .com. It connected to some other account. Yeah. So now see, it is coming here. Get external login info. External login info. Okay, it is going to get the info. Now, sign in manager dot external login async. This will check whether the data is present in both the 2 tables. Yes, it is. Because it is present, the sign in operation succeeded and you stopped it here. It's not going to the else point now. Directly opened you the page. Directly it has opened you the page. Okay. So this is Facebook login and the Google login. Same way you can do it for Twitter also and you can do it for Microsoft accounts also. Same. We need to just Google for how to register an app under Twitter. Do the registration. It will give you one ID. What? Just like app ID and app secret. There also will give you one app ID, app secret. Install Google library. Sorry, Twitter library. Last class I showed you installing Facebook and Google library. Same way install Twitter library. Enter the 2 values and add one more button here. What? Twitter. No need any coding. The same code works. I did not say for Google and Facebook, the code is written same only. For Twitter also, the code is same. Only thing is 2 steps you have. What is the first step? Register. Okay. Second step, install the library. Third step, go to program class and just to specify the app ID, app secret. Finish. It will log in by using the new one. That's it. You want Microsoft also? You can implement in the same ways. So guys, most of these functionalities, what I require in my application, I just implemented. I just shown you authentication, authorization, error handling code, everything is set in this application now. Okay. So finally, what I want to do now is I want to host this application on a public server. I want to host my application on a public server. I just want to host on a public server. Where you want to host it? I want to host it on the Microsoft Azure. I want to host my application, make it public so that everyone can start using this now. Is it clearer or not? Okay, let's do that. Miss, you're going to production, right? You're going to production. So first thing you do is go to the properties, launch settings, and change the environment to production first. Change the environment to production first. So you are now in a production environment. So all these places, let me change to production. Okay. Once you do all the things, yeah, build your project. Yeah, anyhow, just for safe side, build the project once. What do you want to do? I want to host it on a public server. I want to host it on a public server like Microsoft Azure. Or any public server here, you can host on GoDaddy, you can host on Microsoft Azure, you can host on Google Web Services, GCP, Google Cloud Platform. You can just host on AWS, Amazon Web Services. Anything is your choice. But compatibility wise, the better compatibility is always present with the Azure, because both are Microsoft products. And that too, in Azure, you can just go for easily host this directly from Visual Studio. Directly from Visual Studio, the site can be hosted on Azure. So how, sir, how is it possible? We'll show you. Guys, have a look. First, all of you visit the site portal.azure.com. What is that? Portal.azure.com. I've given in the notes, guys, the complete process, where to visit and all these options I just given you, portal.azure.com. And guys, you need to create an account. No account, create one. Create an Azure account. It's a free account. Just create. I already have an account. And let me log in by using my account. Okay, log in into this. Now, once after you log in into this one, once you guys are logging into this one, so this app you logged in, and once after you log in into this particular application, what you're required to do first is, first you're required to make a subscription. You're required to make a subscription here. You're just going to take a subscription here. Okay. So here you will be finding an option called subscriptions. Click on that and it will open you the subscription plan. And actually I have a subscription already. This is my subscription. And you guys required to click on the add button. And here you can just click on the subscription. If your luck suits, a free trial or an Azure for student subscription, both are free only, will be available to you. Try them. Select offer. For me, I don't have because my free trial option is expired. So if your luck favors, pick the new one, you can even get a free trial option or Azure for students. with a 12 months free. Otherwise, you're required to go with this option. What is that? Pay as you go. It doesn't charge much, guys. Pay as you go account means you are billed only for your usage. You are billed only for your usage. So you use it, they'll charge you. And once you stop using, and automatically you will not be charged for that. So that's called as pay as you go account. Okay. You can just register with your debit card, Microsoft only. So they don't give you unnecessary bills or any of this particular thing. Don't worry about it. Just one time, if you host a site, test the process and delete it, you'll get a bill of 30-40 rupees. That's all. Not more than that. Okay. You can try with your debit cards or any of the credit cards. You can just try it. Pay as you go account. So when you select this particular pay as you go account, see, flexible pay as you go plan involves no upfront cost and no long-term commitment. So you don't have any upfront cost. It means to join, pay something, not required. That's called upfront cost. No long-term commitments. Means once you take it, you should continue this plan like this. Nothing is there. Pay as you go. Use it or leave it. The account is yours. If you are using, I'll give you a bill. If you're not using, no bill is generated. Okay. So you pay only for the resources that you use. You can click on that and it will ask you for all the details. Your address, complete your details along with your credit card or a debit card number. Clear? So you need to activate your account by using this particular plan. So this is the first step. What you're required to do? You're required to make a subscription. A subscription should be made. So later on, the bill will be generated based on the subscription. If you go to the cost management here, these are my bills. Yeah, see. I have a bill of 4 rupees 79 paise. That's more than that. I don't get any time. My last bill due is 4 rupees 6 paise. Your invoices. My highest bill is 24 rupees. That's it. This is my highest bill. That's it. Nothing more than that. You don't get much bill, and not even like your daily expense. Okay, you can just try this. Go try this one and use it. Okay. Okay, that's the first step. You're required to create a subscription. The second thing what you need to do now is now come back to your project. Now come back to your project now. And inside of the project, right click on your project, all of you, recollect, right, understand, right click on the project and you'll find an option. What is it? Publish. Just use that option, publish. It opens a window and asks you where you want to publish. Where are you publishing? Azure. Select the option Azure. Click on the next button. And it'll ask you which OS, Linux or Windows or whatever it is. Choose this Azure App Service Windows. Don't go for Linux, Azure App Service Windows. Linux is for Java apps and all the things. Choose this Azure App Service Windows. Click on the next button. It will ask you for credentials here. It just will ask you for the credentials here, where you're required to supply the credentials. Once your credentials are supplied, see, I logged in with my account and opens this page. What page? The app service publish page. And here you see, here my subscription came automatically. What is my subscription? Pay as you go subscription. That automatically comes in. Are you clear? So open the publish window. Just go for publish. And it'll ask you where you want to publish, Azure, and choose what? App service for Windows. Next screen will ask you for login. Once login, this screen you will get now. Okay. Now here starts your publish process now. What to do? The first thing what you're required to do right now is you're required to go for creating an app service. Actually, we call it as an app service. What is an app service? An app service is like a website. An app service is like a website. It is just going to be a website. You're required to create an app service now. Okay. So what to do? Click on this button, create new. When you click on the new, a window will open now and it'll ask you, what is the name of your app service? And remember, guys, the name what you're going to enter here is the name of your website. The name of your website. Okay, guys, let us enter the name as MVC. And it will tell you the name is available or not. No, this name is not available. Okay, MVC site. NIT MVC site. Okay, the name is available. So my site name is NIT MVC site. So what is the domain name, NIT MVC site dot azurewebsites.net. That is your URL now. So you already know domain name. So what's the domain name? NIT MVC site dot azurewebsites.com. Are you clear? Otherwise, not site, we'll give it as app. NIT MVC app. Okay. So this is the name I'm giving. What name did I give in the notes? We'll try the same thing. Okay, given the name as NIT Core, guys. Let's try the same thing only. No issue. If available, no issues. Not available. Okay, try some unique name. Okay. This is the name I'm using. So your domain name will be dot Azure azurewebsites.com. NIT MVC app dot azurewebsites.com.net. .net. That is the extension what it gives to you. Okay, fine. Now, next it will ask you subscription. Select your subscription now. Pay as you go. Third, resource group. What is a resource group? Listen. A resource group is a collection of all the objects. What objects? It is a collection of objects. What objects means? Your app service, your website, your database, your server. Now you need a database also, na? It is a collection of all these things now. So it is like a container. It's like a container. Whatever you create, everything will be inside of the container now. Tomorrow, when you want to delete it, just simply delete the resource group. Everything is deleted now. When you're creating here, everything should be individually created. But when you're deleting one shot, delete the resource group. See, you have a folder. You create files now. When you're creating your files, you add individual files. But when you delete the folder, everything is deleted. Same concept only. So that's it. Ask you. You can give a name to the resource group now. Any name of your choice. So by default, it is giving a name, very lengthy name. So let's give our own name. Click on new button and give a name. In the notes, I given the name as NIT RG. NIT RG. Okay. Then it'll ask you for choosing a hosting plan now. A subscription plan. You're taking a subscription from Airtel or Jio. Then you need to choose your plan now. Are you clear? So this is also the same thing. It will ask you to choose a plan. And guys, by default, it is just creating one plan. Very complex name. So better click on new. And now come and give a name for your plan now. I'll give the name as NIT HP. There I said RG, resource group. Here I said HP, hosting plan. Okay. Next, it will ask you the data center location. It will ask you the data center location where you want. Choose any data center of your choice or leave the same. No issues. Then it will ask you what is the size. It will tell you 1 core 1.5 GB RAM or 2 cores 3.5 GB RAM. Like this, it will choose you. The better you select, your bill will be also high. It will ask you, your plan is 199 plan or 299 plan or 390 plan. Based on that, your services will be there. Your bill also will be. Here also it is the same thing. Okay, let's leave the default plan. What is the default plan? 1 core, 1.5 GB RAM. Click OK. Okay, and click on create. Revalidating all the properties, creating app service. Your application is a database, na? Tell me, your application is a database, na? It will recognize and tell you automatically. Watch it. It takes a bit time, guys. Yeah. Watch. It has created your resource group. Under that, your app is added. Everything will be under that only now. Okay. Click on the finish and close. Okay. So this is your website name. Showing you. Are you clear? So this is your website name. It's the same thing what I shown you already. I'd not say you protocol and all. Yeah, everything. HTTPS nitmvcapp.azurewebsites.net. Okay. Well, we'll publish it. But before publishing, just watch. In the bottom, it is showing you what there are dependencies. The SQL Server database dependency with the connection string name as constr in the config. It has read the config now and finding up the connection string and telling you that the dependency here. So what to do? You have a dependency now. So what you require to do is click on the plus button. Click on the plus button here. And you need to choose the database. Choose Azure SQL database. Azure SQL database. It's an Azure SQL database. What you're required to select. Yeah. I given all the list, guys, what to choose. Name is NIT Core subscription. Choose your subscription plan. Resource group. Give a name RT. Now afterwards, hosting plan. Under hosting plan, NIT HP. Choose a location. Size. Okay. I given a sequence all. Now in the publish window, it will recognize all the dependencies and our application right now as a database dependency. So it will display that in the bottom of the window under service dependencies option. Click on the press add new service dependency button in the window. Select Azure SQL database option and click next. Azure SQL database and click on the next button. Not that one here actually. This is something which is created last. It is deleted, but why it is showing, I don't know. See, what is it telling you? In my old batch I created here, it is deleted. Resource group ASP RG could not be found. It's not there, but I don't know why is it showing that. Leave it. Okay, leave that. Don't bother. Okay, so it will be blank screen for you. Click on create new. Click on the create new. Now it will ask you all the details. What details? Database name, subscription, what's your resource group, what's your server name, admin user ID, admin password. Okay. So now you need to fill in the data. What is the database name? Leave the same, guys. Leave the database name. Enter a name of the database or leave the existing name. Leave it. No issue. Subscription. Choose your subscription. Pay as you go. Resource group. That also. Select your resource group. NIT RG. NIT RG. Okay. Is obviously resource group. Next. Database server. We need to create a server now. We need to create a server. And here, what you do? Click new and give the details now. It will ask you server name now. Give a name for your server, guys. Give a name for your server. Any name you like. I'm giving the name as NITDB server. NITDB server. Location, leave the existing. Don't touch that. Administrator username. What username do you want? I want to give the name as NIT admin. NIT admin. And then it'll ask you for a password. The password is lowercase and alphabets, guys. So give some password of your choice, anything. I'll give the password as the NIT 2023 PWD. Okay. So let me enter NIT uppercase. So it will show you the list. See, 8 characters, maximum is 128. It cannot contain part of the login name. Part of the login name is defined as 3 or more consecutive alphabet characters. Your password should contain characters from 3 of the following. What? English uppercase, English lowercase, numbers, and non-alphanumeric characters. Okay. So you can just have all these particular things. Okay. NIT 2023 PWD. So again, NIT uppercase 2023 PWD lowercase. I filled up all my values. Okay, click on the, what happened? Name is not available. Okay, this name is not available. Give some different name, no issues. I given the name as NITDB server 2. Click on the OK button. Okay, now click on create. Click on the create. Is creating a database. Taking a lot of time. Yeah, should come here. Wait. Okay. So it got created. Now click on the next button. And the next button, it'll ask you the details here. Database connection string name. What is the database connection string name? ConStr. Remember, what is the database connection string name? ConStr. Enter that. ConStr. Username. Yeah, just we given the username. Na? What is the username? NIT admin. Password. What is the password? NIT 2023 PWD. And now you see, if you guys copy this one, it will show you the connection string, guys. Is your connection string. Data source is equals to port number. What's your database name? That's your database name. User ID. Password. That's your password. User ID, password, all these particular things will be automatically shown in the connection string to you. Okay. Fine. What next? Finish. Click on the finish. Yeah. You can see it is connecting to the Azure SQL database, installing the required NuGet packages. You remember now? SQL Server tools all are installed. Adding ConStr to store Azure app settings, serializing the new Azure SQL database dependency, complete Azure SQL database is configured. Everything is done. Click on close button. So, no, configuration, click on the close button. Yeah. And you see what you done. You created a server and you created a, under the particular server, you created a database. Okay, all these things. Now click on publish button. You'll find a publish button on the top. Click on the publish button. Here only we started actually. Click on the publish. Once you click on the publish, it will build the project and it will upload everything to the server. Your code is uploaded to the server now. Let it go on. It takes a little bit time. Let it complete. We have a small setting to be done. I forgot it. Just a minute, guys. I'll publish it. Forgot to add a setting. Okay. So what you're required to do now is to find more actions here. In the more actions, you need to choose an option called as edit. It opens a window. Just a minute, it's configuring. Just to expand this option, what databases, and now select this. Use this connection string at runtime. What is that? The new connection string should be used in the runtime. Afterwards, NT framework migrations. Select this. apply these migrations on publish. What is it? Array, you have your migrations and all. So once the migrations are applied, what will happen? The database will be created, tables will be created, and seed data will be inserted. Everything will be start ready now. So click on save. And now publish. Guys, look this. Executing the command .NET migrations, and the script has been executed. Configuration is output, something showing you, and generating NT framework SQL scripts completed successfully. Still something is going on. Publish is going on. It is uploading the site. And see, it uploaded all your files, guys. Lib folder, bootstrap, jQuery, everything. App settings file. Okay, everything is going to be uploaded here. It generated you app settings.production.json. I did not create that, guys. By default, you have only development.json. And it has generated you what? Production.json. That is also generated and everything is uploaded. Still going. Whatever required DLLs are there, all the DLLs are getting updated. Sorry, uploaded. See there, SQL client, NT framework, whatever is needed, everything is going to be uploaded to server. Web app published successfully. It is installing some site extensions still. And restarting your web app. Remember the URL? The site is launching, see. You can try on your mobiles if you want. nitmvcapp.azurewebsites.net. That is the URL. You guys can try on your mobile. The site is live. Still, hold on. Is that your application? Check it out. That's your application. Anyone, online students, you can click on it. Offline students, type the URL on your mobiles and try it out. The site should launch. https nitmvcapp.azurewebsites.net. Got it? The site is mobile enabled. You'll get a mobile look automatically. Because you're opening in a mobile, you'll get a mobile look now. It's a mobile enabled. You open in a tablet, you'll be getting a tablet look now. That's all Bootstrap will take care. Anyhow, that Bootstrap is by default configured for you in the master page. Click on the customers, check your data, default data. How it came? That is all seeding, seed data. We given some initial data. Remember seed data. The seed data was inserted up into the database tables now. So everything is generated. Yes, everything is generated. Only your Facebook login will not work here. The reason is Facebook and Google logins will not work. The reason why they don't work is yesterday the URL is given localhost. Do you remember? If you're interested in class, I'm talking and no response from anyone here. Yesterday, when you're configuring, what did you give in the URLs? Localhost colon port number sign in hyphen Google. Yes or not? That URL should change now. Now it is not localhost. We require to give this domain name. What? NIT? MVC app.azure websites.net is what I should give. / sign in Google. Better if you try. So before you configure Facebook, before you configure Facebook and Google, do one thing. First post on Azure, then try. Then go for Google or Facebook. Because already I configured off yesterday with localhost that Facebook and Google will not work right now. So if I go to Google, access blocked, this app request is invalid. Because why? We said localhost there. That is why it is not working. Same problem if you click on Facebook also, it won't work. URL blocked. Are you clear? Okay, so it is not going to provide the access. So better what you guys will do is first go for hosting. Now you get a URL. Use these URLs in the Facebook and Google. So that will be better. Okay. Now I cannot log in because there is no user account. Let's go to register and we'll register a new user. I'll click a new register for a new user account. Not that. Actually, we are just using Google domain for sending the email. It is not working. Server error, page socket exception. There is an error account register and the details of there are no connection to them because the target machine actively refused it. That's a Google problem. Google is not accepting because we just used mailing from Google. We just used mailing from Google. That's not accepting. It may not be a problem for everyone because earlier it was working, but here it was just causing the problem. It should, some systems it may work also. Okay, there is a problem from Google. Is Google is not accepting this. For the timing, otherwise, if you're all, because without login, we cannot access all these functionalities. Because when I say add new customer, it will ask you for a login. Should not work. Email is not confirmed. Okay, just a minute. Got an error, but let us see, is a mail generated? No, Google blocked the emailing. Google has blocked the emailing, guys. Google is not sending the mail. Okay, for the timing, what you'll do is because this login operation will not work, just do one thing for the timing. What? Come to controllers, go to account controller. And the login, we put a condition, guys. What condition? This condition. Your email is not confirmed. Just for the timing, I am commenting this code. I'm just commenting this code. I made a change now, right? Change is made in the local machine, right? Okay, build it. Will this change be sent to the production now? Yes. Republish. That's all. A very simple process integrated into Studio because both are Microsoft products only. Because both are Microsoft products, there is no issue at all. So directly you can just go with republishing and automatically that has to work. Whatever change you make a change, rebuild, and just click on publish. So once you click on publish, automatically all the changes will be published back to the server. Make the change and again just to say republish. That's all. See, what you're telling, something goes wrong, how to roll back. So where should I roll back first? You should roll back in the source code now. If you roll back the source code and republish, automatically new changes will be updated there. That's it. Yes. I inactivated the emailing option. That's all. Yeah, it was working. And now you can just add a new customer. Balance some 60,000. City. Bangalore. Inner exception. Why? Update exception. Do I need to do anything? Nothing. Should I do it? You is working. Edit. Edit working now. What happened for insert? Enter 104. Enter 104. Enter 104 it seems. Yeah, enter 104. That's why I got the error. Okay. Insert, update, delete. You can do whatever actions you want. All the things are live now. You can try from your devices. Everyone can try from your device. The site is live. You can do all the actions. Only thing is, because we used third-party service providers here, what's it? Facebook and Google, if you use this, it will work. Only thing is, Gmail, SMTP server will not be activated. Gmail SMTP server may not be working for you. The reason is because this is Azure and that is Google. Both will not provide it. Then how's there? Actually, Azure only will provide you. Means that these are all paid services. When you go to the company, they'll give you. Azure only will provide you SMTP. Azure only will provide you SMTP. So in your application, use Azure SMTP details there. Just in the code, I used Google SMTP details now by sending the mail. Where is it? Account controller. Yeah. Here, guys. What I used is the Google SMTP details. So tomorrow when you work in the real time, your company will give you Azure SMTP server here and their port number here. Email ID password should be the Azure email accounts now. Okay, then automatically you can log in into Azure and work. Clear? They're all paid services here. We need to just purchase those particular services, emailing and all. Okay, just only with SMTP email. Main intention is hosting. Database or anything, I don't require to bother anything. Simply NT framework code first specialty is that only. What is it? Code first. All the models are defined here. So once you configure, automatically what it will do? It will go now, create the database, all the data, everything. Some of you people learned this concept in ASP.NET Web Forms, if you remember. There in Web Forms, whoever listened in Web Forms there, if you recollect, this database, tables and all are manually created by you. Go and check it out. The notes are given to you. You manually created all the tables there. Inserted the data manually, everything in the web forms. Why? We did not use NT framework there. What we used, ADO.NET. ADO.NET means you only should create the database, you only should create the tables, you only should insert the default data, everything should be done by you. But because I'm using NT framework, everything is automated. Everything is done for you by the NT framework. The code first migrations has created the database, created the tables already. Everything set. Now see guys, if you go to the site here, go to resource group, you will see everything what is created now. Watch. Is the resource group you created? Go there. What is this? Open the mouth, I said you. Is your app service what you created? And your hosting plan. This is your hosting plan. And this is your server. This is your database. Everything under one roof. What is that? Resource group. It's under the resource group. So now if I delete the resource group now, everything is deleted. I want to delete only a database server. I can delete only a database server. I can delete only database server. I can delete only a hosting plan. Or I want to delete everything. So simply delete the resource group. Everything is deleted. See here, I have an option. Delete resource group. Click on the delete resource group. Opens the window and ask you what is the name of the resource group. NIT RG. Click on delete. I'm deleting of the site now. Now, once deleted, the site should not work anymore. Right now, the site is live and active. Yeah, once the deletion is completed, you should not. Say someone has inserted a record there. You can see that. Yeah, it is deleting everything. You will find the activity window on the top. If you go there, it will show you. Deleting resource group and ITRT. One by one will be deleted there. From their first database, hosting plan, app service, and finally resource group. All. Okay, so did you understand the resource group now? A resource group is a container for all the objects that we have under Azure. Our hosting plans, our app services, a database, everything comes now and sits under the resource group. So once you delete the resource group, all code gets deleted there. Okay. So this is what is about the hosting. So I showed you all these particular things. You see, just like a mini project, I just showed you all. First, we started up the project. We first gone for configuring dependency injection in that. Yes or not? We used dependency injection. If you want now, change your in the program class, change the name to XML and republish, it will load data from XML now. If you change the code into XML there and republish, it will load the data from XML. Right now, the class what I registered is SQL. So that's a loading from SQL. So I change to XML, it will load you from XML now. Okay, that's all. Next, I shown you how to add error handling code. We added the error handling code there. See, right now when error came, error page only came now. There is error handling code what we added. And apart from that, we have client side error handling code there, server side error handling code present. And afterwards, we just integrated the authentication and the authorization process here. Yeah, NIT accounts are working. Right now, I created an NIT account and NIT account is working for me right now. What doesn't work is Facebook and Google accounts because there we have given wrong URLs. If you give correct URLs targeting to your website URL, don't give localhost. Now, what do you give? NIT core app dot Azure websites.net/sign in -Google and sign in -Facebook. If you use them, automatically there are also Facebook pages and Google pages will open for you, and you can log in by using those accounts also in that. And in the end, I just simply shown you how to post it on a public server like Azure. It's a simple process. We don't require to take much pain on this to install it. Site is now lost. It's removed off. No, it's going on, but mainly the database and all the things would have been deleted. That's why it's not loading. Okay, but still the deleting operation is going on. Once deleted, everything will be cleaned up. Your bill is only for this half an hour or 45 minutes time, how much I consumed. For that only I get the bill now. Maximum some 10 to 15 rupees of bill. That's what I said to you. Everyone can try. Just host it once. Okay, try it out. Inserting operations, all the things. Once you're done, fine, delete it. You will not get much bill. Don't worry about it. Okay. Fine. So guys, we just, what we used, two more things left out for us, small topics only. One is, we want code first, right? However, DB first. We did not use DB first. What we used is code first approach, DB first. Second thing is, already you learned, we are going to work out on that. What is that? Web API core. You all, I explained about Web API for you in detail for you, but here I'm going to show you code project. That's all. Web API core. Finally, it's just an idea how to integrate Angular into MVC. How to integrate Angular into MVC. Okay, we'll do one by one. Yeah, this is deleted. Yeah, resource group is deleted, and you see now. Go to resource group section, and there's no resource groups. 0 of 0. Everything is deleted. And not only resource group, it has deleted you everything inside of that particular resource group. If you go to app services, there is no app service now. App service also got deleted. If you go to database, that also will be deleted. SQL databases. We don't have everything. Okay. Okay. The next thing what will come up in this is entity framework core, DB first. So I already learned what? Code first. We already learned about the code first. And the next topic here is the DB first. How you can work with the DB first approach. Entity framework core, DB first. So what is DB first? You guys already know what is DB first. In DB first, what happens? What do you do in DB first? Answer the question. Or I'll stop the session here, guys. Or you completed your DB first and what is DB first means you'll just like this, you're not opening the mouth. What is DB first? First, create the database and only database enough. And what? What will you create first? Database and tables also. Yeah, without tables, how will you work? Brainless fellows. You create all the database and as well as tables first. All these things should be created first. Then only we configure in our application. So here we don't have a visual designer, guys. We don't have a visual designer. Yeah, we don't have any visual designer. Here also, for DB first also, we're required to use scaffolding commands only. Just the code first, we use scaffolding commands. For DB first also, what we're required to use is the scaffolding commands. Just like what we have at designer supports and all, those designer supports are not available when you work with the DB first. Okay. So if at all you want to use a DB first, again, the same story. You are required to install the two packages. One, NT Framework core.tools, NT Framework core.SQL Server, the two packages. And these are the two same packages what we install the code first also. Code first also same packages only. DB first also same packages. No, there's no difference in the package. But we have different commands that has to be executed here for working with DB first. Okay, see this. This was available in NT Framework Core also, but with a very limited support. To work with DB first, create a new ASP.NET Core Web Application Module Control Project, name it as MVC Core DBF. New project. What happened? I clicked on back button. Next, give some name. Choose 7.0 standard sum support, configure per HTTPS. Do not use all this same. Click on create. Don't write the context class now. We create only database and tables. That's all. Yeah. The database is available for us. The tables are also available. What is that? Our database name is MVC Core DB. There we have a table also, customers table. We can use the table now. Okay. What to do? We want to use the DB first. First install NT Framework Core first. Go to Tools menu. Then you get packages. What is the first one? Microsoft.NT Framework Core.tools. Second one, Microsoft NT Framework Core.SQL Server. So go to browse. NT Framework Core.tools. Select. Install. The sequence is also important. First install tools and afterwards install SQL Server. Second, SQL Server. Okay, done. Now open the package manager console and you're required to run some scaffolding commands. Luckily, if you're working with MVC5, we have a designer or a wizard. We just configure the wizard, next button, next button, next button, finally select the tables, and automatically the tables are converted into, will generate you context and the model classes. But unfortunately, we don't have any wizard support here. Everything is manual. We just require to use some scaffolding commands. So what are the commands I need to run? Watch. This is a command, guys. Scaffold hyphen DB context. Connection string first. Data source, user ID, password. Connection string there, that's all. Database is equals to the database, whatever you want to use. Okay, I'm using our old database here, MVCDB. Whatever it is, no problem now. Next, the provider, Microsoft.NT Framework Core.SQL Server. Next, output directory, where you want the classes to be generated, where models folder. The output directory is a models folder. Next, which table you want to use? Student table. I want to go for using the student table. Okay, so this is what you require to use now. So syntax, where is it? It is here. See that scaffold hyphen DB context, connection string, provider, output directory name, tables, and just give the name of the table. Yeah, let's try, guys. What is the first one? Scaffold hyphen DB context. Scaffold hyphen DB context, followed by the connection string. Come on, let's give the connection string. Data source equals to server, semicolon. User ID, SC. Password, 123. Database, MVC DB. Okay, what next? The next thing is the provider. What is the provider? NTFramework.SQL Server. NTFramework.SQL Server. Microsoft dot entity framework core. NT framework core dot SQL Server. Third parameter is the output directory, where it has to generate you. Where it has to generate you. You need to write minus output directory. Minus output directory. Specify the directory name. The directory name is models. Next, minus tables. Specify your table name. The table name is student. Okay, minus tables, specify your table name. Okay, just hit the enter key. Just watch, guys. Scaffold hyphen DB context, and in the double quotes, write your connection string. What next? Provider, Microsoft.NT Framework Core.SQL Server. Next, models. So on multiple tables, a comma separated list of tables. A comma separated list of tables. Student, comma, employee, comma. You can just give the list of the tables, whatever you want. Okay, no issues. So hit on the enter key and it should generate you the things. Database. Oh, you'll get error. Database equal to is missing there. Yeah, I'll give it. I just messed up. But if at all you want to know details about it, all day I use this command, get hyphen help, NuGet will tell you the commands here. Just what is it? Get hyphen help, NuGet. And here you have all the NuGet commands, what you have. You can just use the commands. Okay. I made a mistake. What is that? Database equal to is missing. The connection was custom, but an error server occurred while login process. SSL. Oh God. One day earlier we got this error, yes, we fixed it. Yeah, trust certificate is equals to true. Semicolon. Earlier also we faced this particular problem once, and then we used, what is it? Trust server certificate is equals to true. If you face the problem, use that. That's all. Trust server certificate equals to true. Generated, see? Context class is generated. DB context. Constructor. Two constructors it has generated for you. One is the default constructor, one is parameterized constructor. Remember the parameterized constructor? Pace off and pass the options there. Students, DB setup students. And here you have on model creating. All these things will be automatically generated. It will generate you the context class as well as you can also see student class. The student class is also generated. All classes are generated for you. Okay. So once you run the command, see, open PMC and run the command. In the scaffold command, if you don't use minus tables, table name, it will generate model classes for all the tables in the database. If you want multiple tables, comma separated list. You want all tables, don't use that at all. What? Minus tables, don't use the attribute. When you don't use that, if there are 100 tables here, it will generate you all the 100 model classes too. Okay, so that's an option we have. Next, the above statement will generate a model class with the name student and also generate the context class with the name MVCDB context. Yeah, guys, this is a model class it generated for you, student. And also go and look, this is the context class. I just printed the things here, no need. You have one default constructor, one parameterized constructor, everything what is inside the class. I just printed type, I just copy pasted here, that's all. But it's the same thing what is generated for you there. Next. The next step is defining the controller class now. You're required to write the controller class. Okay, let's write the controller now. Right click, add controller. And now decide yourself whether you want to go for manually writing all the action methods, views and all, or shall we go with this option? I have already shown you once in MVC 5 also. Two options I shown you, manually writing the code, using this to auto generate everything now. It will automatically generate you all the required code. I think I just use it that only. Yes. What I use to define the controller class action methods and views. Let us use scaffolding, and to do that, right click on the controllers folder, select add controller, window open, select MVC controller with views using empty framework and click add button, which will open a new window, and in that select the model class. Yeah, let me show you. Add. Now a window will open for you. It will ask you, what is a model class? Model class is student. What is the context class? Context class is MVCDB context. No need of database providers and all. Just simply click on the, in the bottom will ask you, what is the controller name you want? It is giving a name. If you want, if you leave it okay, or if you want to change it yourself. Okay, let's leave it. Don't touch anything here. Simply name the name as students controller. Click on the add button. It will do all the generation for you. Installing NuGet packages, Microsoft code generation design, all the packages are installed, and it will generate you the action methods, views, all are generated. And the generation code is exactly the same thing I explained to you in the code first every time. But view generation code is same only. Code first we saw the same. But here we may require to make some customizations. We don't get everything as expected. We're required to do some customizations and changes. Generated, guys, using dependency injection again. Watch. The context class is introduced here in the form of a dependency injection. And do the same thing you've done in your code also. Go and check it out. Next, get method, index. Okay, it is going to get the values from the appropriate thing. Next, details. Details is single record. Next, create. Create means insert. This is create get and create post. Next, edit. Edit get, edit post. Same way, delete get. Delete confirmed, that's all. Post is not there. Confirmed means when the deletion is completed, the confirmation messages will come. That's all. Okay. So it is writing a separate function for student is existing or not. It is not an action method. Why, sir? Remember the rules of action method. Action method must be public, and private methods are not action methods. This is an action method. This is a normal method in the class to do a validation, but this is not a action method. So like this, it generated all the code. Now run it. Can you add this link in the? Can we add this link in our layout? That it's not adding the link. We need to add the link in the layout. Okay, but by default I'm giving slash controller name students. I think we need to register some service. Did I miss anything? Just a second, guys. To register in service? Yes, we need to register the service. I missed it. Add DB context service should be registered. Go to program, builder dot services dot add DB context. What is the context class name? MVC DB context. Error coming. Namespace is not there, I think. Okay. What is the namespace? Using. Okay. So builder dot services dot add DB context, MVC DB context. That's missing. Yeah. Slash students. Got it. You got your values. We need to do some customization here. we'll do it. What is that? Photos are not coming. Why not coming? Photo is a string column, and every string column will create a normal text box here. That's all. When I say details, then also it won't show me the photo. We need to, I said you that only. What is that? We will be creating it, everything, but we need to make some enhancements or customization. Without writing all code, only updating the required things will be easier. Well, we generated all. So in the next session, we'll do all the customizations. Wherever changes are required to show the image, we'll make all the changes. Is that clear? And not only that one, when you're inserting also, in the student control for insert and update, there is no code for image insert. See, for image insert, we're required to just write all the logic now, create a folder, upload the image. All that code is missing. We need to add it. We'll do that in the next session. Deal with the image. Reminding all the work, only image code is missing. Mainly, see, there is no the second parameter. What is that? HTTP posted file base. We require the posted file base now, and select the image, upload the image into the project. All that code is missing. Why, sir? Because that is a string column in the database. That's all. Database don't know. It has to do all the things. You only should write that logic. So we will add that functionality in this. Okay, we'll see that in the next session. Let's stop here. We'll meet tomorrow.